aspects of your game in 2K25. The first gameplay tip is switching. This gives you control over your defense whenever you want to match up the switch. Whatever console you're on, press the normal pass button to perform a switch. The second gameplay tip I have is icon lead passing. Go to your settings and turn this on. Whenever you're icon passing, you can lead your players around the court and gain control of your players using the left stick. My last
Welcome to Thursday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Glad to have you along. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. Looking at the starting five for Boston. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. And for Washington, we've got Bilal Coulibaly. He's out there with Jordan Poole. Chris Middleton is out there with Sarr. And it's Champagnie at the 4. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah. This should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now here's Brown. Boy, he just disappeared against New York. They needed him. Tries the 9-footer. Here's Porzingis. Second shot opportunity. Sarr pulls it in.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
It's Poole the drive, and he dunks it down.
There's no lack of energy from Poole. He's a hard charger now.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Brian Keefe. We discussed just how difficult Jason Tatum is to guard and what he wants his team to do against him. And Coach told me he's a very talented and polished player. I told our guys to stay in front of him, don't fall for the pump fakes, play smart and under control. It's easier said than done, but we'll see if they're up to the task. Guys, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
I'm not going to lie. Jaylen Brown, his hops are different.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Left side, Coulibaly. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
It's Brown on the wing. Back to Tatum. Outside Holiday. And here's Brown for 3. Offensive rebound. Blocked! Now here's Coulibaly. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Sarr passes to Champagnie. Here's Coulibaly. Takes a 13-footer. That one's wide left.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
The unique perspective of a big. Porzingis has great awareness and the ability to easily find the open man.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the night. That's good from White. And you look at Derek White, Rich. The energy he plays with, it is remarkable.
That's his greatest attribute, his activity on both ends of the floor. Having a high motor is a skill. He keeps coming and tries to wear you down.
Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise low 15 wins.
You know, B.A., it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. but I like their new direction, prioritizing the future and developing talent.
Now here's Holiday. Back to Porzingis. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Porzingis sets big screens and makes big plays out of that two-man game.
And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
Boston making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Middleton passes to Sarr. Here's Champagnie. Some solid defense from Holiday. Celtics lead by 6. Brown inside, guarded by Poole. Brown can't hit. And it's Poole with the ball for Washington. Koulibaly. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound. Brown against Poole. Brown can't hit.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. And here are the Celtics. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Tatum from long range. And they get it back. Boston again missing.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Boston has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Outside Holiday. Pass to Brown. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Washington.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you've got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
All right, Graham, what do you think about Jordan Poole's nickname, the Pool Party?
Oh, it's very apt, right? Because when he's on, everyone is having a good time. But it also speaks to his relaxed attitude. He's out there to shoot and have fun while doing it.
And the Celtics call time here. Smart's checked in for Washington. All right, let's take a second to view the 2K leaderboard and look at last season's top scoring squads. The Celtics in second.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
Horford passes to Pritchard. Holiday with the ball. To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. And Holmes with the block. They recover it. Here's Cornette. And Holmes pulls it down.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Smart with the ball. Work it on Cornette. They get the rebound. George has the open look. He hits the back iron and sinks it. The Celtics with the lead. Now Holiday, still without a bucket. Out to the right wing. Back to Horford. Shot clock at 5. Ooh, nice D from George.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Cornette with the bucket. The Wizards have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. The ball's knocked loose. Here's Smart. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
That is impressive. Marcus Smart just punishing the defense with that finish.
Brogdon feeling it out a bit. Holiday with the ball. Now guarded by Brogdon. Here's Hauser. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
Cadis checked in for Boston. Now here's Kispert. And the shot goes.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Boston's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Cornette. Sinks that one from the post. Cornette's got his second basket. Wizards trail by 3. Brogdon double teamed. Wing shot on the way. Boston pulls it in. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
To the middle. Holmes. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here's Keita. George defending. Good on the shot. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Three-pointer is up from Brogdon. Sinks the tray.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Boston out in front. They're up by 3. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
The Wizards trail by 3. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling into the story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward, Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pair, White and Brown. And it's Holiday in at the point. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. And the Celtics in possession here. Following the score by Washington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. White finds Porzingis. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. They get it back. The kick out to White. Tries again. Tries yet again. Operating inside. Porzingis.
Oh, scooped up the board. Porzingis wasting no time going up with it.
Holiday against Poole, and the layup falls. Poole's got 6 points.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Inside. Brown inside. Middleton covering. Pass to Holiday. Now Tatum. It doesn't go for him. Kispert with some nice D.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They still got the lead.
This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get. This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Now here's Brown. Horford outside. Fires from deep. Hey, Horford from range.
Adding the three-point shot has extended Horford's career. Big Al, oh, he's modernized his game.
Poole, the pass to Sarr. Good D by Porzingis.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points. A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Poole, the pass to Middleton. Back to Poole. From the elbow, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Poole's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Just another spot Poole can hurt you from, adjusting easily in that mid-range.
Tatum passes to White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Now a timeout called by Washington.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
So for the Wizards, Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sarr. Koulibaly comes in for Chris Middleton. And Malcolm Brogdon is subbed in for Poole. Holmes finds Smart. Knocks it loose.
Boston foul. Namias Queta. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Champagny, the pass to Smart. 5 on the clock. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. Here's Queta. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Hey, Brad, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
George, he's checked in for Washington.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Celtics lead by 4. Outside White. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line from there. When you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal. That's just hard to stop. When Brogdon's making these kind of shots, you know he's feeling it.
Horford outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Hauser. Down low. Here's Queta. The rebound by the Wizards. Holmes has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Washington shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the 2024 NBA champions, the Boston Celtics. RJ capturing banner number 18.
Yeah, the most titles in NBA history, breaking that tie that they had with the Lakers. And trust me, that one stings a little bit for them. Somehow they're going to have to make room for another one of those banners up in the rafters.
Now here's White. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York. Good on the bucket. Cornette's got 6.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for Washington. 4-point game. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Queta, pass to White. Here's Queta. Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, George with a steal. Outside Brogdon. George's shot is off. The Celtics have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Cornette. It's rebounded by Washington. To the paint. Here's George. And George with the jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge
tie game in Washington. And we'll be right back after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The Celtics.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. They gained a little ground there in the second quarter. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
The bench unit was an essential part of the puzzle.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Jordan Poole. Man, is he getting it done today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
We've got Sarr. Rashawn Holmes is out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Champagnie at the 4. That's the group starting the second half for Brian Keefe. Boston has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Outside Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. They kick it out to Porzingis. Brown against Middleton. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
You know, if his shot isn't available, Middleton is moving the ball, and he's a pretty skilled passer.
Up top, Tatum. He's got 5, and he gets it to go. Tatum's got 7 points in the game.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Ooh, here's White on the drive. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He's a willing passer. Porzingis won't force his own thing very often.
From deep. Champagnie shot is off. And for the Celtics, they're shooting a solid 47%. Among the best in the NBA for a few years now. Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser. And that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
Poole, he's checked in for Holmes. To the inside, Champagnie. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Back to the basics. Unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Pass to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Porzingis passes to Tatum. Ooh, rocket finish from Tatum.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Now a timeout called by Washington. And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Kispert's checked in for Washington. Marcus Smart comes in for Coulibaly. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there.
Their first missed after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Here's Middleton. That one goes in. And the Wizards lead by 2.
And far from just a jump shooter, Middleton stays active and is always ready to shoot.
Here's Porzingis. And it's Poole with a rebound. And it's Poole with the ball for the Washington Wizards. Poole gets it in close.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight. They double him with Brown. Back to Poole. Smart against White. Goes up at the elbow. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got 7 rebounds in the game. Rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Sarr. And stolen by Porzingis. Pass to Tatum. And Tatum finishing the fast break.
Want to create a good look? Yeah, just get the ball to Tatum out in space.
Kispert on the wing for three, and that comes off the assist by Middleton. Middleton's got 4 assists in the game. Timeout called, the Celtics. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Boston making a switch here. Cornette's checked in for Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday.
Hands like a guard. Horford with that quick trigger.
Here's Brogdon. He's got 5. Knocked away. Brown with the steal. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. And always interesting to look back at last season. These were the NBA's best transition teams. Washington in second.
They would just push the ball at every opportunity, even when defenders had already gotten back.
Oh, Smart drives. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Smart has gotten his second bucket.
So light on his feet, so agile. Good luck coming off Smart's drive.
2 minutes.
Brown passes to Horford. Basket's good.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Washington has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Into the lineup for your winner.
Outside Brogdon. On the take. Watch out! Brogdon coming through.
He can explode to the hoop. Brogdon, he can change speeds in a hurry.
Over to the left wing. Horford outside. Pass to Brown. For the lead. Rebound by the Wizards.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's George. And it's Cornette with a rebound.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D. Avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Oh, he really fought for that one. Battling through contact to complete the play.
So for Washington, Vukcevic, he's checked in for George. And it's Koulibaly in for Middleton.
And we've watched Brown blossom into a talented scorer, someone who's capable of shouldering that entire offensive load.
Here's Champagnie. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That's on Al Horford. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Sadiq Bey, he's checked in for Vukcevic. And the Celtics also making a change. Cade is checked in.
I know he's kicking himself for not snatching the lead. But look, he tied things up.
Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
Here's Hauser. And there it is for him.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
35 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Bey. From 10 feet away. And again, it's Washington converting. 24 seconds left in the third quarter here. Here's Carrington. On the wing, Bey. Down low. Champagnie, that's good. And now it's a 4-point Wizard lead.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Brown comes up empty down low. 1 second left. That shot off. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. It's the Wizards. They're up.
The Celtics, 58.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Celtics trail by 4. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Drew Holiday out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. Inside. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists now tonight.
The experience of Drew Holiday dishing out of pick and rolls. This man has done it all since he came into the league in 2009.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside Koulibaly. Here's Poole.
As a defender, Porzingis has all the size he needs to intimidate shooters.
Here's Holiday. Here's Horford. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
All right, time for an injury report.
I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Wizards about his status. Right now, there's some pain when they try to move the joint. They're calling it a hyperextended shoulder. This is certainly not the way they wanted to start the season. Frustrating for both him and for the team. We'll keep you posted as we find out more.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
To the middle. Here's Kispert. Boston pulls it in. It's off to Detroit after this game, where they will face the Pistons. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Back to Tatum to take the lead. Yes! Great play by Horford to set him up. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Now a timeout called by Washington. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Washington making some changes. Sarr comes in for Champagny, and Chris Middleton is subbed in for Smart. Boston making a switch here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, Coach knows they're losing the 3 battle, and he told the team we need to limit their outside looks, force them to put it on the floor, and make them beat us off the dribble. Back to you, Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. To the paint. Ooh, it's stolen away. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time.
Jaylen Brown.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Middleton, no good. And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. They lead by 1. Brown against Poole. Tries to break his ice. Tatum uses the glass to finish the layup.
Love to see Brown facilitate out of the pick and roll, and I'm sure his coach feels the same way.
Middleton outside. Pass to Sarr. Poole for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. White coming through.
I just love the ball.
Brown.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Poole from long range. Tatum pulls it in.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And it's Koulibaly with a rebound. Wizards trail by 5. Got a piece of it. White with the steal. White finishes off the break. Well done. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
Yeah, and it's not surprising. He's really going at the defense inside throughout the entire game. Just showing the D no mercy whatsoever. And constantly we're feeding him the ball, clearing out, letting him do his thing.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd. And Washington making a change here. Champagne's checked in.
Now into the lineup.
Celtics lead by 4.
Justin Champagne.
And here's Tatum. Outside, Brown. Here's Porzingis. It's rebounded by Washington. Middleton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Poole with the ball. Pass to Sarr. Here's Koulibaly. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
At the line for Washington.
And so he makes both from the line.
In a close contest, you have to put the ball in the hands of someone who will find a way to put up points.
On the wing, Tatum. Oh, Tatum takes the contact.
It is the sheer confidence of Tatum, ready to put his team on his back.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down on the lob.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These 2 teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. 1:46 left in the final quarter. On the wing, Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Pritchard. Off target from 3-point range.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Big-time rejection from Porzingis. You must be careful trying to shoot when he's lurking nearby.
Here's Sarr. Pass to Koulibaly. Down low. The kick out to Poole. And that one's long.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
2 points. Half and goes. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
How about that poise from Porzingis here in the crunch?
Poole for 3. Boston with a rebound.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
White for 3. Offensive rebound. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
And if anybody didn't know, Jason Tatum has that killer instinct just coming out in a big way.
And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
Jordan Poole. First personal foul.
First free throw is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
Shooting for Boston.
And so he drops them both. And it's an 8-point ball game. And it's Poole with the ball for the Wizards. Shoots. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Oh, you have to want the ball in big moments. And Jordan Poole absolutely wanted that shot. I just love this young man's mentality. And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like Hart can't miss.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're behind by 8. 23 seconds left to play in the 4th. All right, guys, what do you think?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
Substitution on the court.
George passes to Smart. Here's Carrington. 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Hauser. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pass to Carrington. Beyond the arc. So we see the Celtics get the win here.
That's
exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. There's a lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, play with a lot of poise, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Have you ever noticed logos above certain My Players in the city?
You may have seen one on yours truly, and it's a way to identify VIPs in the 2K community.
In 2K25, Team 2K TV has seen action with Kings guard Keon Ellis, Blazer center DeAndre Ayton, and you never know who you might.
And now, your starting lineup for your Team Pistons. At the power forward position, standing 6'8", number 12, Tobias Harris. Starting at the shooting guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 23, Jaden Ivey. The other forward position at 6'6".
Welcome everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan, and tonight we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA, no one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what and honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side, man. We all love this game. Let's go right into it. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. And for the Pistons, the backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Inside for him, it's Harris and Durham. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. And so off the tip, it's Boston. Holiday surveying the floor. Tatum way outside. The rebound by Ivy. Well, we know it's been tough to win in Detroit for the Pistons. They've changed coaches again. Just 2 playoff appearances, Shams, in the last 15 years for this very proud and historic franchise. But there is, I feel, as you look at that franchise, hope. Do you see it as well?
No question, and it really starts with Cade Cunningham. I'm told the Pistons organization has all the confidence in the world in Cunningham. First pick in the draft in 2021. He averaged 23 points, 8 assists per game, 6'6" point guard. Cunningham is someone the Pistons brass is very confident can be a franchise player, and he is their cornerstone moving forward.
He is a good starting point, I would agree.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league. Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Passes it to Tatum. Back to Brown. It's White on the wing. Over Ivy. And stolen by Ivy. Pass to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And Shams, we know you are so connected and on top of so many great stories and players and trends in the NBA. I have to ask, what is your... like I'm talking to my teenage daughter. What is your screen time like? You've got to be in front of that computer and clearly in front of your phone every minute, or at least most every minute of every hour of every day.
It's not as high as it needs to be, Kevin. I'll tell you that much. And thankfully, it's not always like that, but certainly at the biggest times of the year, free agency, draft, trade deadline, it is certainly up there, almost in the 19 to 20 range. Kevin, what's your screen time? I feel like you might have a high screen time. You want to be plugged in. I know it.
I take 2 months off in the summer, but for those 10 months, it's 7 days a week, a lot like you. But I know how much happens in the offseason. That's my interest in sitting next to you here courtside tonight, is that you're watching this game, but your mind is always thinking about this and that, and it never ends. Like, you must not get much sleep. You cannot get much sleep. Oh, my goodness.
We do get sleep, but your offseason is my season, Kevin, and I want to make sure as we get this season going, I'm able to inform you.
And you always do. You always do. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. Fifth on the list, the Celtics.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
And Duren slams it in.
That is what they want from Duren. Spike it, young fella.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Stewart comes in for Duren. Hardaway is subbed in for Ivy. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Cade Cunningham. Brown the pass to Pritchard. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, you can see Thompson working on his passing and expanding his skill set.
Shams, you've been around the NBA for a long time now. Which players do you enjoy watching the most?
Greatness, especially the guys that are regarded among the greatest of all time, like LeBron James, like Stephen Curry, like Kevin Durant. You have to throw those in there, but this is a new era, a new crop. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. have to throw Luka Doncic in there. You have Donovan Mitchell, you have Paolo Banchero, you have Tyrese Halliburton, you have Joel Embiid, you have Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have anyone here left out.
All right, they're all fun to watch. So it's Boston now, following the 3 by Detroit. Brown outside. Rebound, Detroit. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Man, that game goes down to the wire. Both teams exhausted, but only one has something left for the encore.
Yeah, this is the kind of game you come away thinking coulda, woulda, shoulda. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
Detroit making a switch. Beasley's checked in, and that one's good. Schroeder.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Brown against Beasley. Brown dishes to Horford. It's hauled in by Stewart.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Here's Pritchard. Offensive rebound. Cornette. It's good.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now here's Schroeder. The pass to Stewart. 3-pointer. And another three for Detroit.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Brown kicks to Cornette. Horford the pass to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
3 points.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Pritchard passes to Brown. Here's the three. No good on the last second attempt there. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Pistons lead by 9. Live from Little Caesars Arena. You're watching 2K Sports. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
And things can get so intense when NBA rumors start flying, Shams. You know that. The teams are just kind of holding on sometimes for dear life. What is it like when you break a major NBA story like you've done numerous times?
It's like when your heart skips a beat, Kevin. It's like when you feel like you are in such a rush and there's a surge of excitement that hits every particle of your body. Every profession obviously has a big payoff, but everything happens so fast. But when it happens, it makes all the hard work worth it, but it certainly brings a great feeling, and I definitely get goosebumps to this day.
You get goosebumps, but the hard work you put in to get that story, I know what you guys go through. It is amazing the hours you spend.
365, 24/7.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The forwards for him, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Queta in at the 5, roaming the paint. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. And Cada gets it to go. Cada's got it back down to single digits for the Celtics. We talked about expansion. That has been floated around. We know that teams would have to realign. Shams, any ideas on which teams might have to shift with expansion in the East or West?
Certainly, most of the potential expansion cities, the high-level ones, have been noted as teams in the West. Maybe you have a team out East that is in the West moving into the Eastern Conference. But the league could obviously surprise everyone with a different solution. Maybe having one expansion team be an Eastern Conference team, one being a West. There's several options that Adam Silver and the NBA have.
I would think New Orleans would be one of those teams, right? Just where they are geographically. Memphis, those two teams are in the West, and I could see them maybe going East. Possible?
Certainly Minnesota and Memphis. Those are two teams that, to me, have an Eastern Conference feel.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And stolen by Tatum. Can't get it to fall.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
That's tipped. Beasley with the steal. White against Ivy. From 13 feet, it goes down. Ivy's got 6. Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the fans.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looking, but thank you for your honesty in that.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. White looking around. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. And the layup is good after an ice pass.
Well, for Porzingis, that's just easy money. I'd keep going to that until they stop it.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Took a look here for Detroit. Stewart's checked in for Duran. Thompson comes in for Tobias Harris. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Malik Beasley. So it's the Pistons now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They get it again. Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Well, hauling in that board. Thompson giving his guys second chance opportunities.
And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Well, pretty much a 6'6" point guard. Cade Cunningham was the first pick in the draft because of his playmaking. Rare for someone of his size.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Thompson inside. Tatum on him. And another shot. And it's laid up and in by Thompson. Thompson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
1:33 left in the first half. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Cade Cunningham. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown comes in for Derek White. And the basket by Hauser.
And I like the way they're using the entire court here in the second quarter. The three-point percentage has gone through the roof.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. As the son of 2 professional athletes, Stan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born.
Here's Hauser. 6 points for him. He on the clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Pistons basketball.
Detroit leading by 17. Here's Ivy. Detroit, no good that time either. Hauser the pass to Horford. Here's Hauser. And Cornett gets it to go. Cornett's got his second basket of the game.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at it.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's Detroit up by 15. And now let's...
Thanks very much. Jason, still a close one. What do you think happened there in the first half?
Feeling all right. We got to do a much better job defensively. We're not where we need to be, especially on the defensive end, so we got to pick it up second half.
Yeah, we'll see if you're more connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Detroit finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 15. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Down in the paint, they're doing everything right, seeking out high percentage looks. So far, the defense hasn't had any answer for that. And we'll see if those adjustments that the coaches are making at halftime.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
They need to give more energy and effort on the boards. Rebounding delta has been one of the main issues for them.
And that's good.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Nice game. Great performance by Jaden Ivey.
And, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You got to give him credit.
Inside for him, it's Harrison Durham. Isaiah Stewart out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. Holiday gets the bucket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They led by as many as 18 points. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
We talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Holiday with the 3, buries it from 3-point range. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter. And Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
And Jalen Duren picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for the Pistons. And the Celtics also making a change. Tatum's checked in. Outside Holiday. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got rebound for 5 here tonight. There's the lob to Duren. And no good.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
Great move by Tatum. Getting to the rim and throwing it down.
Detroit leading by 16. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road to redemption.
Good is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Timeout called the Pistons. And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
Boston making a switch here. Kate is checked in. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That 3 off the mark. Celtics trail by 17. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Holiday. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a 3-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin. And they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008. And with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
Here's Holiday. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Pass to Beasley. And that one, good. Beasley's got 9. Celtics trail by 18. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Harris. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Asar Thompson. Ivy comes in for Malik Beasley. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Ivy, no one around him. Good. And Harris gets the assist. He's got 10.
Oh, how about good thinking by Ivy? I love when he goes right at it with the shot.
Outside Tatum. No good on the 3.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Schroeder, Duren trying to break free. Makes it off the glass.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws. Love that defense from Stewart. Tight against the shooter.
Cornette can't get it to go. Hardaway, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Cornette gets it to go. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. They get a hand on it. One-on-one fast break. Here's Pritchard. Horford against Harris. Horford no up. Pistons leading by 22. Here's Ivy. Here's Schroeder. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Schroeder's got 12 points in the game.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
So the wing on the left, Pritchard, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's on Dennis Schroeder. Dan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
And the Pistons making a change here. Duran's checked in. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. That sends Jaden Ivey to the free throw line. That's on Jaylen Brown. Detroit shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. On the free throw, no good. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you gotta love a vet like Tim Hardaway Jr. He knows the game well, knows how to go out there and produce for his team.
Hardaway hits them both. Boston has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. From 11 feet away, a shot by Pritchard, no good. Here's Schroeder. And again, it's the Pistons missing. And so is Detroit, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field,
78, the Celtics.
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court right now for the Celtics, they've got Horford, and it's Shireman in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Pritchard, 6 to shoot. Pass to Keita. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Here's Sasser shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Stan, the NBA awards impact so much on these players and what they think they can acquire and achieve. How do you feel about the structure of award voting?
Well, right now, Kevin, there's about 100 panelists that each get a vote, and that seems like as good approach as any. Certainly, I need to be on that panel, and, you know, I mean, I think we'd probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
But, you know, they make your picks public, and a lot of times voters are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I'm used to people disagreeing with me anyway. I have a family.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Cunningham passes to Duran. Poked away. Beasley with a clean look. Connects from 3-point range. Beasley's got 10 points here in the second half.
He is cold-blooded. drops the dagger, piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to. That is a great finish! Oh, my. Well, we got to credit that steal by Duren to start the break. He can be disruptive.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here's Tatum for three. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duren, Porzingis with the steal. That one goes in.
They're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Porzingis with the steal. Celtics passing it around. Tatum finds Horford. Shoots over Duren. Here's Porzingis. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Cunningham with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 assists tonight. Outside Tatum. Puts up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this half.
Here's Cunningham. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, it's not easy to keep a shot out of Porzingis' reach. He has such long arms.
Duren, no good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Boston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Holiday. Excellent D there from Beasley. Detroit leading by 22. Up and in on the way.
Well, when he's on, we can really see the talent that made Thompson a top 5 pick.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And you look at Asar Thompson, coach, already imposing at the defensive end of the floor.
He certainly is, Kevin. And that's what they got him to do. But it's the offensive end where he has to make strides, especially in his three-point shooting. It's problematic for a perimeter player who struggles to get the ball in the basket.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Tobias Harris has checked in for Marcus Sasser. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Malik Beasley. Back to Tatum. From outside the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Ivey on the wing. And slam dunk by Ivey.
And man, can Ivey fly. I mean, a big-time finish.
Tatum with it. Picked up by Thompson. And here is Harris. Good on the bucket. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Pistons?
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump in.
Going defense to offense, courtesy of Drew Holiday. He anticipates well and has quick hands.
Harris kicks to Cunningham. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Detroit.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse, and they were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jalen Duren.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game. And so often, that's the difference.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Back to Cunningham. Sinks the three-pointer.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Cunningham looking it over. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA.
For our wrap party is King Jordan and Power DF. We are so excited to have you two on the show, joining Chris Manning. We're going to proving grounds, try to get that W to celebrate.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, our reporter, and the Milwaukee starting five. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. And for the Celtics, Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Drew Holiday out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Keita in at the 3, the small forward. Antetokounmpo. Still very early, Clark, but some teams off to a blistering start.
Well, my motto, Brian, is that you can enjoy it and should while it lasts. Everybody's going to hit some air pockets and turbulence at some point. It's how you navigate that determines the outcome of your season. Well, you know, guys, the combination of strength and height for Porzingis allowing him to take on physical defense much better.
Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it. And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
For 3, Porzingis on target from range. Porzingis has got 5 now.
The shot mechanics are really impeccable. Perfect. Porzingis, one of those guys you can't leave by himself.
Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball and his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And another miss by Milwaukee.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Back to Porzingis. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Tatum with the block.
There's the length Tatum provides on the defensive side. He can change a game on that end. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now here's Brown. Boy, he just disappeared against Detroit. They needed him. Ooh, what a play. Just palms the block. Tipped away. Holiday with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks trail. Here's Lillard. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. That one goes in.
Gotta like that attacking mindset of Lillard. I mean, very confident in his ability to score and finish inside.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Well, Grant, there are a few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Now here's Kuzma, and the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Lillard passes to Kuzma. Lillard against Holiday. Jackson right side. And the 3 off target.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Here's Keita. 4 on the clock. Fires in the triple. Keita's got 5. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Pass to Lopez. Now here's Jackson. Out to the wing. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Up again. Porzingis grabs the board. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
2 fouls for him already. If he's not more careful, his minutes will be curtailed.
Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Cada. Bobby Portis has checked in for the Bucks. Trent comes in for Kuzma.
Lillard is lethal as a shooter, even from way downtown.
Lillard against Horford. Over Lillard. And Horford gets it to go. The Bucks leading by 4. The 3, here's Lillard. Horford pulls it in.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
And Jason Tatum was fearless on that finish. Went right through the contact.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team. They want to dominate the competition on another level. Oh, gritty defense, protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Boy, the ability to knife inside and convert. Lillard is fearless when it comes to attacking the basket.
On the wing, Tatum lets the 3 fly. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Tatum's got 5 now.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Lillard outside. Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
Another monster night for Dame. Par for the course with him.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Brown passes to Pritchard. Back to Brown. Here's Holiday. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay.
To the middle. Here's Portis. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
And you can just see how confident Portis is inside. I mean, very comfortable there. Feels like he can score whenever he wants to.
And here's Brown for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter.
24.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Richard and White at the 1 and the 2. Luke Cornett out there with Al Horford. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Now here's White. The 3 is up. 3-pointer goes up. 3-pointer goes down for White.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment.
Stolen. Going inside. Oh, he goes up high for the 2-handed slam.
Tell you what, a move like that, hard to the bucket, always going to get your teammates excited and up off the bench.
To the inside. Rollins gets the bucket. Rollins has got his first 2 points of the night.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Pritchard. No made baskets yet. Out to Horford. Jacks up a three. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
The Celtics making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Lopez is checked in. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Drills it from deep. White's got 8 points in the quarter.
Part of White's expanding game is the attention to his jump shot, and he's made great improvement in that area.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. Milwaukee shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating. Brian, I hope so.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Hauser, covered by Lopez. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
It's Kuzma with the miss. Boston has got 6 of 7 threes to fall. They're looking solid out there. Pritchard, the pass to Porzingis. Porzingis punishing inside.
Well, I tell you what, Porzingis has such a fluid shooting motion. I mean, it looks so good and soft coming out of his hand.
Pass to Kuzma. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
We're not even at halftime, and already he's got 4 fouls. They're definitely going to have to limit his minutes the rest of the way.
Tatum, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Antetokounmpo is checked in for the Bucks. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for Kuzma. The offensive rebound. Here's Portis. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
When you watch Portis, he's not just a good jump shooter for a 6'10 guy. Bobby's just a straight-up good shooter, period.
Queta gets the bucket. And here's Porter. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Tatum. Here's Pritchard. He's scoreless. Pass to White. Here's Hauser. Antetokounmpo covering. White for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 5 rebounds tonight. Snatched up. Shoots over White. Against contact. Giannis stays strong.
Boy, extra effort by Giannis, the multi-time MVP. He's just built a little differently.
That one's good for 2. And the Celtics lead by 3.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Timeout called. Milwaukee. Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
And the Bucks making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Here's Tatum. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
7th in field goal percentage. And the way they attacked the glass was absolutely infectious, finishing in the top 10 in total rebounding in the league.
And when you look at their scoring numbers from last season, this was a team that always got it done on that end of the floor. Jackson, he's checked in for Milwaukee. That ties it up. Jackson's got his second basket on the night.
Slow defensive rotation, causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Here's Tatum. Second chance effort. Can't get it to go. Only 3 for 8. And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for Milwaukee. And Giannis throws it down.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor, covering up so much ground with those long strides.
Oh, nice speed. On time and on target. In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
Well, Clark, we all continue to be amazed by Giannis. What do you like most about his game?
I just think his passion and energy and relentless effort, he gives it to you every time he steps between the line. You get the sense he's not taking any plays off. He's trying his very best, and that's an endearing quality and something I've really admired about his game throughout his career.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Lillard. No good from outside.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Trent finds Antetokounmpo. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Bucks ahead. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 16 points and 1 assist. He didn't perform up to his standards in their last game. Tonight's a different story. He obviously has a short memory. And Kenny, what did you think about what we saw from Milwaukee?
They came out as the more physical team. You could tell they put an emphasis on winning the battle of the boards. All of these bodies crashing the glass as given.
And that should do it with the...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Taking a look at the Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
How about using that 7'3" wingspan of his to gobble up offensive boards? Antetokounmpo making it happen on the glass.
Holiday from long range. The rebound by the Bucks. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Porzingis has checked in for Cornet. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 14 points for him. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Look, you got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Personal foul.
Milwaukee in the lead. Kuzma outside. Pass to Lopez. Jackson on the wing. Defended by Brown. Jackson, the pass to Lopez. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th assist in this one.
Just so steady around the basket. Brook Lopez, really one of the more consistent scorers in the game.
Here's Cato. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
This will be his 3rd free throw of the game. Free throw good. Lillard.
Hey, certain guys just exude that it factor. Damian Lillard is a great player and a terrific leader.
Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Lillard. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Lillard's got 19 points.
A nice start to the 3rd. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Outside Holiday. Back to Tatum. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season. Doc Rivers' experience with star-laden rosters. He said, quote, I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win. Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
The burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Goes back up. To the left wing. And here's Lopez from the arc. The rebound, Celtics.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Brown against Jackson. Brown passes to Porzingis. Over Antetokounmpo. And it's Porzingis that time. On the assist by Brown. Porzingis has got 9.
Well, they get 1 to drop. A little relief after 4 straight misses to start the half.
Timeout called. Milwaukee. The Celtics far and away the best record in the NBA last season, Grant.
Well, they rode that momentum into the playoffs, capturing the franchise's 18th championship, passing the Lakers for the most of any team in the association.
The Celtics making a switch here. Richards checked in. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Milwaukee. Rollins comes in for Damian Lillard. Second chance shot. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Tatum.
Already a skilled interior player. At times when Kuzma is close to the basket, you have no choice but to foul.
That one misses. Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Trent comes in for Jackson. Yep, that one goes.
Flashy stuff there from Porter Jr. Defenders just couldn't stay with him.
Celtics trail by 8. Pass to Hauser. And the layup is good off the glass. Hauser's got 7.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And stolen by Brown. And Brown rising high for the finish.
We've come to expect plays like that from Brown. He won't waste any opportunity to throw it down.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Porter pass to Portis. Back to Porter. The shot, no good. Brown with some nice D. Boston's gotten 7 of 12 3-point attempts to fall. For 3, Porzingis. And he can't get that one. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Trent with room to shoot. Hauser grabs the board.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, he has to connect from there.
Porzingis passes to Hauser. It's stolen by Trent. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
All game long, they had great energy, leading to ample second-chance opportunities, and they converted.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Cornette's checked in for Boston. Horford comes in for Hauser. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Kata's checked in for Jason Tatum. And here's Brown for 3. They get it back. Here's Cornette, and that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Time called here. The Bucks decide to talk it over. And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. Number 1, Boston.
They built a reputation around the league last season. Do not test them at the rim.
Here's Rollins. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and 1.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Celtics trail by 6. Pass to Horford. Launches it. Milwaukee with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
I think Kuzma's the kind of guy you've got to push out of the paint. When you don't, this is what happens.
Over to the wing. Here's Kata. No good on the triple. The Bucks leading by 8. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Pass to Portis. Kuzma with the ball. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Horford passes to Brown. Back to Horford. Just 5 to shoot. A shot to stop the run. Milwaukee with the rebound. Portis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Porter. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Milwaukee now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end.
72.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Horford at the 4 with Porzingis at the 5. The star wing pair. It's Brown and Tatum outside. And it's Holiday in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Porzingis in the post. Portis on him. Counted.
For all that's said about his perimeter work, Porzingis benefits a lot when he's making an impact inside. That makes defending him all the more challenging.
Look at Giannis go up and get it.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Horford outside. Left side, Brown. Back to Horford. Pass to Tatum. Rebounded by Kuzma. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Horford. Good D by Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee leading by 12. Giannis going downhill. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
When you look at the long strides and athleticism of Antetokounmpo, he gets coming at that goal. It's hard to stop him.
Back to Holiday. Tatum from long range. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. They get it again. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
Back to Porzingis. Porzingis putting the size to work.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. One hand, whole punch.
Here's a look at what's coming up for Boston. On Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers. Then on Friday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets.
And looking at the Hornets matchup, it's the second game of a back-to-back, so you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Holiday, Damian Lillard with a rebound. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up.
Here we go.
Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Celtics Entertainment, let them hear it.
Here's Holiday, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Damian Lillard picks one up.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly. Player to fan without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms, it's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere.
Brown gets the bucket.
And I know the defense was all over Brown that time, guys, but in the end, he's just too skilled for him in the paint.
Lillard with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. The shot by Lillard. No good. Celtics trail by 17. Who is stolen by Lillard. Takes the 3. Porzingis grabs the board. The Celtics have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. There's Tatum with the 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. And stolen by Porzingis. Tatum passes to Brown. On the wing, Holiday. The kick to Tatum. There's the 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Timeout called. Milwaukee.
Here we go, fans.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, I tell you, that level of energy is really hard to contain because he's been relentlessly attacking the glass and doing it with the kind of physicality that stands out.
Well, you can bet he knows what kind of challenge it is taking on the defending champs. He brought it all to the table tonight. He didn't hold anything back, getting them to win. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. Despite the lead, Coach was stern with the guys, mentioning to the team, do not let up. I've seen some big comebacks in this league, and this is not over. An interesting message. B.A.?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Now he has stayed up. 3rd personal foul.
The Bucks leading by 16. Now Lillard. Porzingis with the block. Outside, Brown. JB, nice finish inside.
I don't think he could have been any more impressive than he was tonight. Brown is setting this place on fire.
Free throw good. Lillard.
Team foul. Shooting for Miller.
And both free throws good for Lillard.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Here's Pritchard. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Count it. Good. Antetokounmpo has got 24.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lays it up and banks it in. Antetokounmpo's got 12 now in this quarter.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
Porzingis misses.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Bucks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next two times these squads meet.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer.
And Boston with some changes. Cornette comes in for Porzingis. And it's White in for Queta. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lopez. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Antetokounmpo outside. So this one belongs to the Bucks. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Damian, I mean this...
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce.